Hey guys, listener, and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase here on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look once again at the Orespawn mod. Today we are checking out dev version 0.8. This just released the other day, so I am covering it as always as quickly as possible. So if you guys have been excited for Orespawn on the channel, the return of it, all the different new updates and all the new things being added, definitely smash the like button to show your support and consider subscribing if you are new, because I'm pretty much probably the only channel you'll see covering the Orespawn updates as they come out. But I should mention before things start, this is not a free version of Orespawn. This is one of the development versions that is for premium users only, hence that little message you get there. And how you become a premium member is you essentially have to jump through all these hoops to do that. And if you guys want more information on that, feel free to check it out on their website, orespawn.com, which is also where you can find the mod download itself, which will be linked in the description. But without further ado, let's get right into this. So the first thing you might notice is we are standing on a pretty familiar block, but it has not been added back yet. And that would be the amethyst ore block. You find it like this in the mines, or underground, you can mine it, and it will give you amethyst ore, which you can, or amethyst, just the block, item, whatever you like to call it, and you use that to make amethyst armor, which as always it is crafted like you would assume any other armor, and we're actually going to be wearing that today. So let's just pop that on for ourselves. So this is what it looks like, amethyst armor. Now of course the amethyst sword does 7 attack damage, which I don't know if that's intentional or not, because it used to do 15 attack damage, but currently it does 7 attack damage, and you guys can see the values of everything else, and everything else has basically the exact same crafting recipe. Does the shovel not have a crafting recipe? The shovel does not have a crafting recipe. Everything else does. I don't know. I guess that's hasn't been added yet. Keep in mind, these are development versions. Everything is subject to change for the full version once it releases, but that is currently what we're looking like for amethyst armor and weapons. So yeah, pretty fun. Amethyst gear is ranked a little bit higher than emerald gear, at least it used to be. So that's what status we're going off of. Moving on to the mobs, we actually have a bunch of old mobs making a return and one new mob from what I've seen. So we're going to go over all the old mobs first. So first thing I want to check out is the QB, which I want to get the strongest sword that I have just so I can kill these things accurately. And I am going to be speeding through all the mobs, assuming that you have seen them before, because these are all things from the previous version of Orespawn, and then we will check out the newest thing at the end. So first things first is the QB, which is essentially Naruto. If you guys haven't seen the Naruto anime, then you'll know who this is. Otherwise, you kill him, he drops XP. He is not currently dropping, it looks like, his items. He used to be able to drop, I think it was redstone, coal, and quartz, but he is not currently dropping that. So that's interesting to note, that he is not currently dropping those items. Again, keep in mind, dev version. You can also store the QB in a caged thing. Next up is one of the old bosses making a return, the loudest creature known to man, the mantis. It's currently not active. It has 20 HP also. It used to have 120 health. It could drop things like diamonds, uranium titanium nuggets. It could drop its mantis claws, and it seems to be very in development still. It is not its full mantis-like self, and as you can see here is the mantis claw, which it used to do 10 attack damage, but currently it does not say it does anything, and you can cage that. Following that, we have the Mothra, which is a pretty cool creature, 150 health. It flies around, it spits fireballs at you, and if you kill it, if I can manage to, come here, boy. It is recommended to use a bow or some projectile on it, but I don't have that right now, so I am just going to swat at this thing. When you kill it, it currently doesn't drop anything, but it used to explode with time set day and /game rule do daylight cycle false. That's what it definitely used to do. Also /spawn point. Anyway, it used to drop, I believe it was gold nuggets, blaze rods. It could drop a nether star and its moth scales, which are actually used to make another set of armor called the moth set. As you can see, here's the crafting recipe for it. Again, keep in mind, the reason why these mobs aren't dropping anything is because they were just recently added and they probably do not have their drops yet. Next up is the Brutofly, and you can also cage the Mothra and Brutofly. So Brutofly, this has 110 health, and this actually spawns from the Caterpillar, which is not currently in the mod, but it's a thing. I also should mention the Mantis can I not hit him? There we go. The Mantis can spawn in the Plains biome. The Mothra can spawn in Extreme Hills. Same with the Brutal Fly. But Brutal Fly, again, you have to kill another thing first for it to spawn. At least that's how it used to be. Die! Okay. Again, only dropping XP. It does not seem to be dropping anything at the moment. Honestly, so far, this seems to be the quote. I don't want to call it a bug because it's still dev version, but this is the newest version that seems to have the most issues. Anyway, Beaver spawning. These spawn in forests. They're little cute beavers, 15 health. You kill them, they actually do drop their item, which is that being pork chops. They have a chance to drop pork chops. Or you're just not gonna. There we go. And again, I do have a looting. Is that looting 6? I have a looting 6 sword, so there's like no excuse for things not dropping their items. Beavers have the innate ability to chop down trees. I actually, here, wait, give me the spawning again. I'm going to spawn a few over here and see if they actually do their thing. If they don't do their thing, then, oh well, but if we see trees starting to get chopped down, then as you can see, they'll still do their ability. Next up, we have the cassowary. Again, you can cage it. It's a little turkey, basically, as you can see. They drop turkey. He spawns in the Extreme Hills biome as well. Next up, we have the apple cow, which is a personal favorite of mine. Apple cow, 10 health. You kill it. It drops leather, meat of cows, and it can also drop apples if I can get it to work. If it doesn't currently drop apples, then that's going to be added soon. But that is the main ability of the apple cow, is to be able to drop apples. And he doesn't seem to be able to do that at the moment. Rest in pieces. Apple cows, I believe, can spawn just anywhere. Next up, we have the stink bug, which I think can spawn in forest areas. Is this man right here, 5 health. If you kill him, he will give you nausea for 12 seconds. So, and he currently doesn't have his drop in the game. He dropped an item that you could use to upgrade the Emerald Sword. But currently, he does not seem to do that, so, you know, and as you can see, you can cage him as well. And they also all have their Ancient Dried spawning variations, as you can see, Ancient Dried Mantis, Beaver, Brutal Fly, QB, Mothra, Cassowary, Apple Cow, and Stink Bug. And if you haven't seen any of my other mod showcases for Orespawn, how you get the spawn eggs from these is you combine this with a water bucket in your crafting grid, and you will be awarded the spawn egg. Now, let's move on to the biggest thing, which is the newest creature, the Doom Worm. For those who do not know, the Doom Worm is a new, I'm going to assume, boss added into Orespawn. This is what is it? Did it not? This is what its Ancient Dried Egg looks like. It's very noticeable compared to the other Ancient Dried Eggs. And again, if you're wondering how to find Ancient Dried Eggs, is they spawn in a high mining level underground, basically where iron can be found. And they don't spawn any further than that. But yeah, Ancient Dried Doom Worm, that's what he looks like. And we're going to spawn this man in. Now, since there's not currently a wiki page for Orespawn, I have no idea where this creature can spawn, but I would assume the desert. I could be wrong about that, and I don't know if he currently can spawn. But we're going to spawn him in and see what it looks like. Oh my. Hello? Okay, so currently looks very buggy. He's spazzing. But this is what he looks like. He has, I can't check his health. It's like freaking out on the screen. It says 1,000, I think. I could be wrong, but yeah, it says 1,024. So to kill this guy, I'm actually going to use my kill all command because that is literally the only way I'm going to kill this thing. All right, he doesn't seem to drop anything. Okay, I'm going to spam spawn a few in and then kill all. Okay, they currently do not drop any items, it seems. But that is the newest boss. It has 1,024 health. I'm not sure if that is it's like number that it's going to have, or if that's just its dev number right now. But he's very buggy. As you can see, he spazzes out a lot. But he looks menacing as all heck. Like look at him. He has giant teeth. He looks like the other worm. If you haven't seen the boss worm, this is the boss worm. And that is its grandfather, I would imagine. But that is what it's going to look like in your world. It will essentially spawn, again, I'm assuming the desert, and it will roam around like this. Don't ask me how you're going to manage to kill this thing, but it's a very interesting creature. Nonetheless, also don't build houses next to it either. I'd imagine it's probably going to have block damage. It probably can eat your blocks. But that was the Doom Worm. I plan on eventually making a video about the Doomworm separately. I wanted to do that in this version, but it seems like he is still in development. So once he has been finalized and he works properly, I will do my own, like a separate video just covering the boss of the Doomworm. That being said, if you guys want me to make any in-depth videos about anything that's already been introduced in these dev versions, let me know. Again, keep in mind that I'm not going to talk about anything that is in the old version of Orespawn unless it's directly related to a new thing being added or brought back. So don't be like, cover the king and queen. They're not in this yet. So, or they might never be for all I know. So I can't do that. Sorry. But if you guys want me to do an in-depth video on, let's just say, Mothra, I can definitely do that. Just comment it down below. Otherwise, that is going to do for this mod showcase. Once more, if you want to get the information on how to get the download for this mod, it'll be linked in the description, or just go to www.orespawn.com and go under the downloads page. Keep in mind that this version is locked behind premium users only, so there's information on that website on how to access premium. Otherwise, the dev version 0.5 is free for everyone, so that is the most current stable version. You guys can play that and enjoy some of the things in Orespawn. Just note that you will not have all of this current things. And yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in later today's Pixelmon video. I hope you enjoy it. See you there. Have a great day. Stay safe. Goodbye.